Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Amanda here at Bare Bones Living, and I have just been cleaning all morning, trying to get my house back in order after all the hustle and bustle of Christmas and all the baking and cooking that had to be done, plus all the influx of toys and presents that have now come into my house. It looked like a bomb went off in my house, so I spent the whole morning cleaning my kitchen after I was making all that food and kind of getting things put back to where it's supposed to be. And so, along with that, I noticed my youngest, Cole, has a little bit of a cough. So this has been on my to-do list for a really long time, and I just hadn't gotten around to it, but today I'm going to make some elderberry syrup, and I thought I'd bring you guys along with me. So this uses very few ingredients. These are just the elderberries that I bought. I got these on Amazon, and I've never really used elderberries before, but they're just dried berries from the elderberry tree. Really small. They smell great. So I'm going to be using 2/3 of a cup of elderberries. I'm going to be using some raw honey at the end, 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of clove, and 1 cup of raw honey. And then I have 3.5 cups of water on my stove over here, and I'm just going to be adding these 2/3 cup, so that's 1/3 and 2/3 of that. I'm going to be doing 1 teaspoon of the cinnamon, and I keep my spices in pickle jars because I like how wide the mouth is. A 1/2 teaspoon of clove, and then for my ginger, I buy ginger in bulk and I freeze it. So this is still a little frozen, which might actually help me grate it a little bit. But I just take a spoon to peel it, and then I'm going to freshly grate 2 tablespoons of ginger into my saucepan, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. And then I'm going to reduce it and simmer it for 45 minutes to an hour. So I just wanted to show you guys what this looked like all in the pot here. This is our 3.5 cups water, 2/3 cup elderberry flowers, teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, and 2 tablespoons of fresh grated ginger. And it smells delicious. And so once this comes to a boil, I'm going to reduce it, which it's boiling now. I'm going to reduce it and just simmer it for 45 minutes to an hour until it's reduced by about half. And then I'm going to actually smash the elderberries themselves to extract as much of the nutrients as I can and run it through a strainer. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a glimpse into my thought process on this elderberry syrup. Obviously, I like homemade products. I like cooking at home. I like making my own, soaps and salves and things like that. I don't know a ton about herbal medicine, or a whole lot about herbal remedies. I know some, but that's like on my long, ever-growing list of things to get more familiar in. But elderberry, there has been research done on elderberries and their benefits in terms of colds and flus. And seeing is that we are in that time of the year when colds and flus are running rampant. And we've actually had a really, really mild winter thus far. I actually pulled up to my mom's house, who lives in the city, on Christmas Day, and there's a little girl outside riding her scooter, and she didn't even have a jacket on. And I was like, well, you don't see that on Christmas Day in Chicago very often. It's just been seasonably mild. We actually did get our first measurable snow today, and today is December 28th. Not that temperature necessarily correlates with cold and flu season, but anywho, we are in cold and flu season. We live a fairly secluded life. We're pretty much homebodies, especially since our kids are so young. And with COVID, they're not eligible for the vaccine. I am immunocompromised being pregnant. So it's just not a great time to be around people. Our unit at work has gotten hit really hard in the past couple of weeks with Omicron. And we have been lucky enough to not get it because we seclude ourselves as much as possible. And this is just something that I can provide for my family. I can make it at home. I mean, you can go ahead and buy it at the store. This elderberry syrup is on the market everywhere. Costco, CVS, Walgreens, whatever. And it's a great product, and I absolutely think that people should. It's a good immune booster. It's sweet, so kids will drink it. I don't like a lot of kids' products because I feel like they're loaded with sugar. Most kids' products are gummies, and if you look at the ingredients, it's just gobs and gobs of sugar. I don't really like gummies because I think that they just make them candy so that kids will eat them. And with this, this smells great. This smells really good. It smells very sweet. I haven't tasted it yet. The only sweetener that I'm putting in there is going to be the raw honey, which is a natural sweetener and raw honey has gobs of medicinal benefits all in itself, and is safe for my children. Our youngest is almost 2, so any child under or over the age of 1 can have raw honey. And that has to do with their gut flora can't digest raw honey before that point. But we're well past that, so we're all good there. And it's a good product. And that's the only sweetener that I'm putting in there. And I think the dosage for this is like kids are a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon a day, and adults are a half of a tablespoon to a tablespoon a day. I'll have to double check. So we're not taking gobs and gobs of this. And this is just something that, like I said, if I can make it at home, I know what's going in it. There's research behind it that could, that shows that it helps immunity. It cuts time that, you're feeling symptomatic. If you get something, and I don't think, Cole has anything serious going on, but at night when he lays down, postnasal drainage, he coughs a little bit. During the day, he coughs a little bit. Very infrequently, but if I can give him something that's going to help boost his immunity and cut this out and soothe his throat if he's having, a little bit of congestion, then I want to do that. So that's just where I'm coming from and what we're okay doing for our family. That might not be what everybody's comfortable with, but that's what we are comfortable with. And so I haven't yet used this. I haven't yet tasted it, tried it. It's been on my list of things to do for a while. And I'm really excited about it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. It's very simple, 5 ingredients. I'm just slowly cooking it down. And once this is cooked down to about half, which I feel like it's almost there already, like I said, I'm gonna smash the berries to get the rest of the nutrients out of there. I'm gonna run it through a strainer and let it cool to room temperature. And then I'm going to mix in my 1 cup of raw honey. And you wanna wait until it comes to room temperature because I wanna keep that raw honey, I wanna keep all the benefits intact and good flora, good bacteria is alive. So I don't wanna cook it. I don't wanna kill the good stuff. So, I have to let this cool completely. So I'll smush it, I'll strain it, and then I'm just gonna let it hang out until it's room temperature. Add in the honey, and then, give the kids their dose for the day. And I'm really excited to see what they think of it. If they like it, I think they're gonna love it. And we'll see what happens. So I think we're just about there. This line is a little deceiving because when I stir it, it goes higher than where it was at, but I think we're at about half. So I am just going to take my big spoon here and crush these up. The boiling gets most of the good stuff out of there. I'm just trying to get any last little bits out. And like I said, there's all kinds of evidence out there about the benefits of elderberry, but everything in here has health benefits. the elderberries like we discussed, the raw organic honey like we discussed. Cinnamon has really great health benefits. I'm not totally sure about clove, but cinnamon helps with, can't remember if it's cholesterol or blood pressure. I think it's cholesterol. Along with other things. So this is not going to make a ton of syrup. Oh, and ginger. That has lots of health benefits as well. I think these are all smashed up. And I'll just press this down lightly to get all that, as much of that juice and syrup as I can out of there. Okay, so my syrup has come to room temperature, and then I have the last of my honey here. This is berry wildflower honey. It's organic and raw. I don't even think I have a cup here, but I only have a cup of the syrup. So I think I probably should have called it a little earlier on cooking, so it didn't reduce so much, but that's okay. I think I'll have plenty for what we need. And I'll just stir that in there. I guess I'll just steal this little bit of honey right there. You're awfully cute. All right. So I have this here all made up and all stirred up. And I have my first taste tester. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you slurp slurp? What do you think?
Good.
Good?
Get some more.
No, that's it. That's all you get. Is that yummy? Mm-hmm. Should we get your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Hunter, you want to try this? Don't put your finger in there, baby.
Well, what does that taste like?
Why don't you try it? What do you think?
Honey.
It's got honey in it. No, Bubba, you can't have any more. No more.
I want it.
Hey, you want to finish this?
I want some. I want some.
Well, I know, baby, but we're going to take this just one spoonful a day, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so more tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. High five. Good job, baby. So now I'm just going to take this and pour it into a pint mason jar. And put it in the refrigerator. so that we can preserve it as we take it daily until it's gone. So yeah, you can see I'm not going to have any issue getting my kids to take this. It's nice and sweet. I mean, the first thing the hunter said was, honey. It's not super sweet, but it's sweet enough that the kids will like it. And, you know, this isn't a ton. It'll last in the fridge until it's gone. I don't know how long this will last us. And it's not like you can't take more of this. You can actually use this as a syrup and put it on pancakes or put it on anything that you would want to put a syrup on. I just want to use it now. It is that 1/2 to 1 teaspoon for kids or 1/2 to 1 tablespoon for adults daily. And then if you get symptoms, then you can take it like 3 times, like that same measurement 3 times a day. It's not going to hurt you to take more of this, but I just want them to get used to taking it daily and trying to boost their immunity at this point. So I don't want you to get the wrong idea. He could have had more, but since we've not done this before, I'm just trying to get him on the schedule of, hey, we're just going to take this daily kind of a thing. There's nothing wrong with him having more. So yeah, I hope you guys liked that video or this video. I hope you found it informative. Maybe you'll make it yourself. It was really easy, pretty hands off, 5 ingredients, an hour of time, basically. And now I have something I can give to my family. So I'm pretty happy with it. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please do that. I got a lot more plans for this winter on things to get done. I actually have a lot of videos, or not a lot, but I have a few videos that I haven't actually finished yet. I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time with I don't know if motivation or ambition or whatever is like the right word, because like I want to do all these things, but I just don't have the energy to do them. So I have the ambition to do them and I have the want to do them, I just don't finish them. So I have peppers, a video about preserving peppers that I started fermenting peppers in to make fermented hot sauce, and I still have the peppers in my cabinet, and they're done fermenting. They're just sitting in the brine, and I need to get them done. So I have things like that are still going to be coming out. So the timing on those videos is going to be like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months separation, but things happen. But definitely hit that like button, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the things that I'm doing. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.